Okay, I want to talk about assessments because I'm currently a huge fan. All right, and I just want to show you some of the options. You can see I have some label image questions in this assessment. I have a short answer, I have a fill in the blank, ordering, okay, and I want to show you what it looks like from a student end so you can just see the possibilities that are available in assessments. So here's a student preview uh, of the assessment and what it would look like. So here are my directions at the top. It tells them they can take 3 attempts. That's what I'm allowing for this. And start new attempt. So you can see I used some multiple choice questions that I had already created in a previous year. And then I made the multiple choice options down here. And all students do is drag up the multiple choice letter that fits with the answer to the question. I didn't even read the question, so I don't know if those are right. But notice I set it to duplicate responses, so these letter choices are available for every single question. All right, let's look at the next one. True, false did the same thing. I duplicated these responses. All students need to do is drag it up. And since I said the responses were duplicated, true, false will be available for every question. And again, this is something I had already created. So I just took a screenshot. I used the window snipping tool, saved the image, and uploaded it to the question in a label image question. Another label image question, here's fill in the blank. Again, this is something I had already created. All students need to do is drag up the word to the correct spot. Okay, again, this was from a previous test, used the window snipping tool, created an image, uploaded it to a label image question. Here is a short answer question. All right, this one I have a rubric that is going to allow me to grade it and award points. And the best thing about adding a rubric for this type of question is I can give feedback. It's the only place currently in assessments where you can write individualized comments. Here is another label image question. You see, I made a visual. I actually built this in a Google slide and then used the window snipping tool to take an image. I saved it, and then you literally just, again, drag the words. These are set to duplicate because they're going to be used more than once. Okay, here is a fill in the blank. This is a question where I gave them a little tip that says type your answer in the blank. The answer must be a number, not a word. Okay, that's just going to help them get the correct answer. And I gave them a hint that they can use the calculator, which they can click on over here. Here's an ordering. Okay, so literally students are just going to drag these around to put them in the order. I told them from first to last. Here's another label image question. Again, I built this one in Google Slides. Okay, I found images from the text, and then there is a word bank at the bottom, and students are going to drag the correct word to the correct spot and label each picture. Okay, here is another short answer question. Again, this allows me to attach a rubric, which is going to allow me to make individualized comments. And then finally, audio. They're going to click on this to start recording. And right here, the question is, which I just think this is interesting. We learned a lot about cells, and you may even know more than that. So tell us 2 things that you know about cells that were not part of this quiz. So just a way for students to give feedback. And when you click review, you can go back and see all the questions. Students are able to flag them, lots of tools. Okay, so that is one. And I'm just going to show you one other quiz that I have set up. This one is just a practice, but I want to show you the questions here. So again, here, an image and multiple choice. So this is a multiple choice question. I can copy and paste from a previous assessment or anything that I want. You just need to use the shortcut. So Control C, Control V. Okay. Again, here's another multiple choice question. Here's a drag and drop. So again, here are the definitions, and here are the words that are going to be dragged to the correct spot. Here I created a Venn diagram with labels, all right, and then they're going to drag them into the right spot. one thing that you should know is if you have multiple options, so the two that are correct for active transport could go in either spot, you're going to need to create another correct answer, an alternate response, showing them in either spot. Okay. And another label image. Okay. Here is something that I am trying out here. So here's a short passage. So this is from their textbook. And then this is a fill in the blank drop down. So based on this reading, they're going to answer these questions choosing the correct word. Okay, here's another example. So here's a short reading. And this one I said use that information and your knowledge of science because they're going to need to think a little bit more. And again, choose the correct word for each one. And then finally, this is a highlight, a hotspot question. And it says choose the location where the concentration of skunk smell particles would be the highest right after. So they're just going to click on the one that is the right answer. And that's it. Okay, so it just shows you some of the possibilities of question types that you have available in assessments, a huge range. And again, it really is a lot of self-grading options, saving you some time.